All right, let's get to this. Let's get to Steve Harvey. I'm glad. Oh, it kind of died down. They were on Steve Harvey net for a minute. I don't know what. I forget. I've been hitting the head a lot. CTE is real. But right now it seems like quiet. He's just doing Family Feud. Everybody like him again. But he's talking about something that I talk about with my itty bitties all the time. Stop complaining. Like literally, I think they're going to say, what's your daddy middle name? Stop complaining. That's all I tell them. Stop complaining, because complaining is contagious. Listen to Steve Harvey break down this complaining.
See, we get to a point that we ask God to get us to.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then we want to complain about it. There's a saying, man, that I love. It says, I can't complain about how much is on my plate when my whole goal was to eat.
Bang. It's kind of familiar to what we were saying about the discontent for money. There's a lot of trickery in this world. That it's the Rubik's Cube that, look, I've never solved the Rubik's Cube in my life. I get one side, then I get another side, but I don't get all sides. I've never been able to do that. And then the guys who could do it super fast, I'm just like, God dang. But this is life. So you got goals, you got dreams. You close your eyes, you want something. You open your eyes, it's time to go get it, right? And this always, when I say always, let me say it in Spanish, siempre, always happens. When you're on that mission to get there, there's going to be times where you start to add up all the work you've done. And then you start to project, you start to think about, you start to imagine how much work you still have to do. And then it becomes overwhelming. And then that's when the devil, that's when the opposition, that's when the opposing forces, the negative forces and energies of this world, negativity, starts to unload on your ass. Right there, to see if you survive that. Because if you survive, you can thrive beyond that point. But that's the point. It's like the point of no return almost. And most people return. Most people stop. Most times we stop. Because we're like, man, what the fuck? When you start to add up what you're doing and forget why you're doing it, you're going back. Like, think about how many dreams we've had, goals we've had, all of us. And then seriously, write them down, all of them, if you could. And then check off how many you accomplished. Shit, it's like a baseball batting percentage, like 300. Right? I wanted to do that. Thank God I didn't do that, but I wanted to do that. How many times have you U-turned on your own goals? Well, a lot of it is in the spirit of what Steve Harvey's saying. We start complaining. And this is one thing I know about complaining. You always gonna find a co-pilot to ride with you. If I write, like coach say, everybody line up. You're like, damn, what we do? That's already, somebody already leaking. He leaking. 10 100s, 10 100s. I'm burping, I'm sorry, excuse me. 10 100s. All right. Man, damn, why we only gotta run these hundreds? He leaking. Running about 3 of them. Oh man, shit. We still got 7 more. You been that guy? You heard that guy? Know that guy? That guy, right? And that's just running hundreds. That's just running gassers. Everything, your boss walk in that morning, hey, all right, we got our meeting and stuff. All right, we got to get these things done today. Actually, let's get them done before lunch. You start adding up what you got to do. Now, why are you at that job? It ain't to make that boss happy. It's to get to where you want to go. And that's just part of the process. Why are we running these gassers? I ain't here to run gassers. I'm here to play football. I'm here to be the best. I'm trying to make it into the league. But that's part of the process. So what Steve Harvey's talking about is we see all of the stuff we need to do. And then we see it starting to actually blossom, manifest, materialize right in front of us. And that's when we start to overload, start to imagine too much, and start to add up how much we've done. And that's when you start complaining. What you bitching about? It's right there. I talk about this with my wife all the time because she'd be like, oh, I got a long day today. Oh, today's going to be hellish. Today's going to be busy. I got so much on my plate. Ooh, I'm like, baby, All blessings. I got to make this call. I got to call all these people. I was like, do you know there are people out there that wish they had someone to call? Wish they had that connection? Wish they had that person to make something happen? She's going through her television shows and stuff right now. And I'm like, don't you know people wish they could call that executive producer who can call the production company? Like, these are all blessings. But we don't look at it like that. Man, I guess we're going to call this the trickery show, because everything out there is trying to throw you off so you don't go get it, because then there's more for them who got it. And less competition. Like, not everybody at the top is sitting there like, I'm scared of y'all. It's just like, no, I ain't got to do nothing. Y'all going to do it yourself. Y'all going to be running around bitching, complaining, staying online all day, all night, complaining, lateral complaining. Meanwhile, I'm just going to be getting it. And they've been through that process. You may have been through that process of knowing I got to fight through those stages of complaining. Got to fight through all that food on my plate. Just eat it. Sit down and eat, like mama and daddy told you. It ain't too much. Sit down and eat, and you'll get yours. So love for you guys, man, out there. Let's not let them trick us, brother. Let's not let them trick us, sister. Let's go get what's deserved. Let's go get what's ours.